Good stuff, right? All right, so I'm very proud and honored to welcome our 2011 Equality Advocate honorees, the LGBT champions at Facebook. Come on out. Congratulations. Very well done, very well said.
Thank you. So just 2 minutes with Kathy in the back there. I have to change my relationship status now to it's complicated. I'll see her in a bit. So first of all, we'd like to thank really Equality California for this award. We are just so honored. We also would really like to thank, and I have a lot of my colleagues here, thank Facebook executives and Facebook company. I mean, they truly made a place where we could be unapologetically our authentic selves every single day at work, really. I mean, look at my hair. And then finally, we really need to thank all of you out there, the people who use Facebook, because without all of you, we'd be nothing. We'd just be a building with amazing food and a really kick-ass movie. Fictional, but good movie. So late last year, we witnessed a rash of suicides amongst our youth, and from that, we organized the network of support with some really amazing LGBT organizations to really help end cyberbullying and everything that's happening online. So please, as Kathy said, please check out the network of support. And additionally, on top of that, what we did is we added civil union domestic partnership to relationship status. So yeah. So hopefully you guys were all changing that after you meet Mr. and Mrs. Right tonight. But this is what our company did. This is what we did to help. But ultimately, it's what people do out there that are really going to make the change that matter.
So we wanted to share with you some stories tonight about how LGBT people are using Facebook to connect and be their unapologetic, authentic self across the world. And to do that, we also wanted to share a story about this fantastic city of Los Angeles. So we talked to Laurie Jean at the Los Angeles Gay and Lesbian Center. And we're really grateful for the amazing work they do. And she shared with us a bunch of fantastic stories about how our LGBT youth are using Facebook. And one stood out more than all the rest. It was about a young man in the Middle East whose father was threatening to kill him. And his mother reached the stage where she realized these threats were real, and she was very scared for her son's life. And she gave him some money, she gave him his passport, she sent him to the airport and put him on a plane to come to the great city of Los Angeles. But coming here, he didn't know where he was, he didn't know what to do, and he ended up staying in like a dodgy hotel in bad part of town, as none of us are in right now. And he only connected through other LGBT youth in the city by going to an internet cafe and connecting with them over Facebook. And they introduced him to the Los Angeles Gay and Lesbian Center, where he was able to get into their residential program and was able to set himself up for success here in America. Now, we all know as LGBT people how hard it is to come out. And when you come out, some people react as you expect and react really positively, and some people react negatively, but there are always those few people who surprise you. And maybe they were homophobic, but because they like you, because they love you as a friend, they change their way of thinking, and you change maybe one or two minds. Now imagine this young man sharing his experience in Los Angeles as he grows up as a gay man with his friends back in the Middle East, where even though we have a lot of work to do here, as you heard from many of the speakers earlier, things are worse. Imagine him being his unapologetic, authentic self. Now imagine the thousands of people, the millions of people around the world who are out, gay and proud on Facebook, sharing themselves through the site. As each of you go home tonight, we'd love you to think about how you can use the platform. Maybe you can use it to promote some of the amazing work that EQCA is doing. If every one of you in this room changed your status update, you could actually affect probably 100,000 people. Get a message out to 100,000 people. Maybe you can create a group with our Groups product that LGBT youth in your community can use to communicate and share support with each other. We are not working at Facebook because we want to build some massive social media company for any reason except that we really believe that making the world a more open and more connected place breeds tolerance. Knowing someone different to yourself forces you to be more tolerant. And so you've heard about the macro education work from everyone, from Roland, Danny this evening, but we're talking about micro education. We're talking about one person changing another person's mind. We're not building just a huge social media platform. We're trying to build a platform for compassion around the world. So thank you for the reward, and thank you for using our product. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very special thank you to pro-equality elected officials, the Honorable Ricardo Lara, California State Assembly member, and David Vela, Board of Education, Montebello Unified School District. And now, please welcome Grammy-nominated artist and longtime Equality California supporter, Mr. Sam Sparrow.